Please God, no cops. This car is too fast. I was going to do a video on how Mercedes has totally ruined the S-Class because I've seen the spy shots of what's to come, and it looks flat and boring and like they've just gone through cost-cutting exercises to create something. And instead of being negative, I decided, wait a minute, why not be positive? Let's go back and look at the glory days. This is the W221, and a friend of mine just lent it to me for the day or two, and this is the best one. This is the S65 AMG. All right, maybe you like the S600 better, but come on, twin turbo, 6-liter V12, puts down, 620 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque, like staggering numbers, and it sounds like a Zonda when you start it. The list price on this car was $241,000 in 2012. I had a little Doug DeMuro on my voice on that one. Sorry about that. But now they can be had for like 50 grand, which is nuts. So today, this is like the depreciation bargain of a lifetime because you get like a twin turbo Zonda engine for like $50,000. It's so cool. And of course, we've got soft closed doors. Now, I am walking around and driving this car, and I hope you can see my reflection, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirt. I don't fit this. I don't have golf clubs. I am just a boy who likes a V12. And you've got nice, like I need to show you this legroom. You sit in this car. Now, granted, that seat is tailored for me right now. I'm only about 5'10", but I mean, this is like pretty much economy plus, if not better, in any airline. Oh, there's a remote in here? Come on. Oh, listen to the starter. Oh, I love a V12 startup. It's just pouring fuel into the engine. It always has a really distinct kind of sound. That's fantastic. So you basically get to hear that little startup sound that you get in like an Aventador every time you get in your Mercedes. I can't really rev it because it's going to limit me, but you still get an idea. Not bad. All right, let's put it in sport mode. I think that's what sport mode is. I see an S. And let's roll into it and hope that there's no cops about to watch me do this. Definitely boost by gear. Oh my goodness. First gear is tame. You're like, oh, all right, well, that's not crazy. And then the second it hits second, you get the boost. So we learned a lesson there. We need to get it out to a highway because this is too much car. This is too much torque for and it's rear wheel drive. I mean, we're not talking about like an all wheel drive system with 738 pound-feet of torque. We're talking about a rear wheel drive car with only a 275 section rear. This doesn't have like some massive like R compound tire. This is a 5,100 pounds. It's 5,097 pounds curb weight according to the Wikipedias. But yeah, she's not light, but god dang, she goes fast. Please God, no cops. This car is too fast. This is not slow. Oh my god. It's holding my gear because we're in sport mode. It's probably going to upshift in a second. There it goes. We're going to want this. I mean, it's still only a V1, like Gen 1, but I'll take anything I can get right now. In fact, I should really be running Waze because this car's going to get me arrested. So imagine you're going 65 miles per hour in the fast lane because you're a complete asshole. This thing hauls. See, there's the nice S-Class before they're going to ruin these all. I feel so cool right now. Now, you do feel turbo lag. Turbo lag is part of this deal. And anyone who tells you that a car doesn't have turbo lag doesn't know what they're talking about because turbos have lag. That's what they do. ask for exhaust gases. In turn, you get intake pressure. There is a lag in that. You can reduce that lag, but it will never be zero. There will always be something. If you don't want lag, you get yourself a supercharger. So you do have lag, but because you've mated this to a monster V12, it's not like you're waiting for, to go. Like, look, we're off. I'm breathing on this throttle. I'm like doing nothing. It's crazy. Let's put it in comfort mode. I mean, this is a cannonball car, except for the fact that it probably gets like 9 miles per gallon. I guess if you filled that trunk with a fuel cell, you'd be okay. The styling of this car it's very classic Benz, but it was a slight departure, especially the taillights. Like, it didn't look like anything else in the lineup to me, but I love that it's got these big like wheel arches, those haunches. It's kind of like a wide-body Benz. It's super neat. And then the generation after this took the Audi route, where like every Mercedes started to look the same. Like, they had a very consistent design language throughout. And we're starting to see that redesign happen now, and I just hate it. I think it is just unbelievably awful what the new S-Class looks like, because it's just flat. It looks like, like I said earlier, it's just cost-cutting measures. Everything's flat. They look like they took away the door creases. They look like I don't know, some people are insulting them, saying it looks like a Hyundai, but that's an insult to Hyundai. Hyundais are actually doing a pretty good job. This thing's a boat. I don't really know how much I can toss it around. We're just gonna jump back on the highway going up the other way. I'm like thrilled. This thing is amazing. And you can drive like kind of an asshole and it's still smooth. Like, it smooths everything out for you. It's like a translator. It's like you got a filthy mouth and you're like, this, that. And it translates you to like, I'm displeased. What's that in the road? I'm not hitting that. Let's jump on here. See, I feel like I'm like a getaway driver for a princess or something. Off we go. Okay, here's a cool feature, because we don't need to be speeding anymore. I'm definitely going to get arrested if I keep doing this. You have Distronic Plus, which honestly sounds like not a great English translation for something. It kind of sounds like it's dishonest. Distronic doesn't sound appealing, but it is appealing, and I love it a lot. So what you do, you set this and you say like, hey, I want to go 80 miles per hour, okay? And then you tell it how close you're willing to get to the car in front of you. So if you do this, I can right now it's set for 100 feet. So I can set this back and it's gonna slow down and start to now it's keeping 150, okay? Isn't that nice? It's very simple. I don't need to program anything on buttons. It's just this little stock and everything is done for me. So if I, close this gap a little bit, actually, let's just cancel it. I'm gonna jump over here. But it's radar cruise, which, not something that I'm very familiar with because I drive older, like lesser cars, I suppose. But if I've got this set to 85, right? This guy's not doing 85. So if I come over here and we get out of its way, the car will now, I'm not doing anything, just find its way gracefully up to the selected speed. And there we go. We're off. Everything's good. And I'm just like bumbling along in this wonderful, stately S-Class. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This thing is really great and it's super cheap now. I don't know what it costs to maintain. So please, if you buy one and it breaks and it costs you 20 grand in repair bills or more, don't complain to me. I'm gonna get passed on the right by a Camry and I should have moved over. It's fine. We'll get over after him. Actually, he's gonna get blocked in by everyone. Coming after my V12 Biturbo. Oh, no, sir. Classic, I need fuel. Every Mercedes you pass, you feel like a boss because you're in the Big Daddy. This is, I mean, you can only go up to a Maybach from here, really, right? Like, this is it. This is as hot as you get. Something don't sound right about that. If you had this on unrestricted roads in Germany and you just needed to get from A to B, like, what a thing. This thing is just bananas. Look, you just lean into it. It's like not even offensive either. Like, I feel like you can pass people in this thing and it's just not going to cause any stir or attention. It just looks like you are in like a motorcade, like you're important, like somebody is in the back of this car. You have the governor. You know what? I don't think you'd have the governor. You'd have someone way sleazier than that. The governor, they'd look at you like, oh, you got this V12 Mercedes, you're wasting taxpayer dollars. This is like a mobster car. This is like you have somebody who definitely kills people for money. Let's go get some fuel. This car makes passing really easy, like stupid easy. You don't have to think, you just breathe. If you don't have throttle control, you're gonna be going really scary fast in this car. No idea what these tires are, but this car's 5,100 pounds. All right, there's not much I dislike about this other than the fact that it used to cost $250,000. Oh, cool Mercedes thing. If you double tap the brake, now I don't have to hold my foot on the brake. Mercedes, pretty much all Mercedes do this. That's like I don't know when they started it, but you know, taillights are still on, car basically four-wheel line lock, and now I don't have to struggle. I don't have to waste my leg energy holding a silly brake pedal. And then to go, we just get on that throttle. Couple little burbles from this thing, which is cool. Oh man, what a thing. And that's the thing, if you had the choice between the S65 and the S63 today for the money, you've got to go S65. This is nuts. All right, you're going to yell at me for that one, but I'm not standing on the brakes. I need to go get fuel in this because I drank a lot of it already. Holy cow. What a pig. And my little gas gauge has an arrow on it that tells me it's on this side. So thank you, little gas gauge. All right, this is a fitting place to end because I think you're going to end up here quite a bit. Yeah, cool. This concludes another episode of Driving in Children's T-shirts. What do I look like right now? Getting out of this in a Ninja Turtle t-shirt. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to respect the drive, and holy crap, this is fun. I like V12s. See you in the next one.